Hey, did you know that only about 5% of women in the world carry the Sigma female DNA? Yeah, like seriously. It's that rare. These women don't just walk to their own beat, they create the rhythm. So if you're watching this, you might just be part of that elite tribe, and that's something to celebrate. Okay, so what exactly is a Sigma female? Think of her as a lone wolf, fiercely independent, quietly confident, and totally unapologetic about owning her space. Understanding the Sigma female DNA helps us get why these women aren't just another personality type. They're a whole new vibe. It's not about fitting in or standing out. It's about being unique in every way. Here's the thing. Society's got this narrow box for what women should be. Outgoing, people pleasers, always needing validation. Sigma females? They don't fit that mold. Because of that, they're often misunderstood or labeled as too cold or too distant. But honestly, that's just ignorance talking. Sigma females face real challenges just because they're wired differently. Now let's see some real dope, why Sigma female DNA is so unique, one she stands apart. While a lot of people get caught up in constantly seeking validation, checking their phones for likes, or worrying about what others think, the Sigma female just isn't having any of that drama. She's fully aware that her value doesn't depend on anyone else's opinion or a bunch of empty social media hearts. Instead, she puts her energy where it truly matters, into building her own life, on her own terms. Whether that means hustling hard to build her empire, creating something meaningful, or simply taking time to relax and recharge, she calls the shots. She doesn't need to put on a show or act a certain way to please others because she already knows her worth deep down. This is not about arrogance or ego. It's about quiet confidence and self-respect that comes from really knowing who she is. And that knowledge is powerful because it frees her from the exhausting cycle of constantly needing approval. Imagine how much time and mental space she saves by not worrying about fitting into someone else's expectations or measuring her success by external praise. That freedom lets her focus on what truly lights her up. It could be her career goals, personal growth, creative projects, or simply living authentically. The Sigma female's mindset is a total game changer. She's not here to conform, and she's not here to compete. Instead, she's here to create her own version of success and happiness, based on what feels right for her. This means sometimes she'll say no when others expect a yes. Sometimes she'll take a different path when everyone else is following the crowd. And that's okay, because she trusts herself to know what's best. She understands that impressing people is temporary and shallow, but owning her choices builds a life that lasts. In a world obsessed with popularity and constant validation, the Sigma female stands apart by simply refusing to play that game. She doesn't need to prove herself to anyone because she's already convinced of her own value. This inner certainty attracts respect naturally. People can sense when someone isn't desperate for approval, and that kind of authenticity is magnetic. Instead of living to please others or get recognition, the Sigma female lives to please herself. That doesn't mean she's selfish. It means she's responsible for her own happiness and doesn't let others dictate how she feels or what she does. It's a lesson a lot of people never fully grasp. The Sigma female's approach is totally liberating, and it's why she can stay so calm and grounded, even when the world around her is noisy and chaotic. She's got this internal compass guiding her, and it's set on doing what's right for her, not what's expected. So yeah, she's not on her phone obsessing over likes or double taps. She's out here creating, growing, and living authentically. And that, honestly, is one of the coolest, most inspiring things about her. Because when you stop chasing approval and start owning your choices, you stop living for others and start living for yourself. And that's where true freedom and power come from. 2. Sigma female's confidence isn't loud, it's steady. Unlike some who feel the need to shout their achievements from the rooftops or constantly seek attention to prove their worth, the Sigma female carries a quiet strength that speaks volumes without making a sound. She's not about the spotlight or the applause. She doesn't need to be the loudest voice in the room to command respect. Instead, her confidence is calm, composed, and unwavering. When she walks into a room, you don't necessarily hear her coming, but people definitely feel her presence. It's like an energy that naturally draws attention, not because she's trying to be noticed, but because she's simply comfortable and solid in who she is. That feeling is something you can't fake or put on. It's authentic, deep-rooted self-assurance that comes from knowing herself inside and out. This steady confidence doesn't rely on external validation or approval. It doesn't need flashy displays or constant reminders of success. It just is. It's an internal flame that burns bright, quietly illuminating everything around her. People sense it even before she says a word, a kind of magnetic calm that says, "I'm here and I'm solid." This presence makes the Sigma female unforgettable. You don't have to know her story or achievements to recognize her strength. It's there in the way she holds herself, in her relaxed yet purposeful body language, and in the way she carries her gaze. Her confidence gives her a natural grace and poise that sets her apart from the crowd. She's not competing for attention, she's simply being, and that's powerful. The Sigma female's confidence is also deeply resilient. It isn't shaken by criticism or doubt, because it's built on a foundation of self-awareness and acceptance. She understands that she doesn't have to be perfect or meet every expectation to be worthy. Instead, she embraces her flaws and strengths equally, knowing that both make her whole. This balance allows her to stay steady, even in challenging situations. When others might feel the need to defend themselves or seek approval, the Sigma female remains grounded, unshaken by the noise around her. That steadiness is inspiring and often comforting to those around her. It shows that confidence doesn't have to be loud or flashy to be real. In fact, the Sigma female proves that true confidence is quiet and steady, like a rock in a rushing river, solid, unmoving, and dependable. This kind of confidence also influences how she interacts with others. She listens more than she speaks, choosing her words carefully and thoughtfully. Her calm demeanor encourages others to open up and trust her because she doesn't judge or interrupt. People feel safe around her, drawn in by her steady presence. She leads by example, not by command, and that's what makes her influence so lasting and genuine. So, while the world often celebrates loud, flashy confidence, the Sigma female quietly redefines what it means to be sure of herself. She shows that confidence can be calm and steady and still move mountains. When she steps into a space, you don't need words to know she belongs. Her presence says it all. That's the kind of power that changes the game and leaves a lasting impression. It's authentic, magnetic, and totally her own. Hey, if you're vibing with this so far, hit that like button. It really helps me bring more empowering content your way. And drop a quick comment if you already feel that Sigma energy in you. Now, let's dive into what makes Sigma female DNA truly one of a kind. Third Sigma female chooses her circle like a boss. She doesn't just surround herself with people to fill space or boost her social status. Unlike those who collect friends like trophies or social media followers, the Sigma female is super intentional about who she lets into her world. For her, quality always beats quantity. She understands that her time and energy are precious, so she guards them carefully. This means she only keeps those in her circle who truly get her, who respect her boundaries, and who add real value to her life. It's not about popularity or fitting in. It's about building genuine connections based on trust, loyalty, and mutual respect. Her circle is small, but that's exactly how she likes it, tight-knit, close, and solid. She invests deeply in these relationships, nurturing them with authenticity and care. If you're lucky enough to be in that circle, you're more than just a friend, you're gold. Being part of her inner circle means you've earned a rare kind of respect and trust. The Sigma female doesn't open up easily or let just anyone in. It takes time and real connection for her to show her true self. But once you're in, you've got someone who's fiercely loyal and always has your back. She's the kind of friend who listens without judgment, supports you without conditions, and stands by you even when things get tough. Her loyalty isn't given lightly, but when it's given, it's real and lasting. Sigma female's circle isn't just about social comfort. It's about building a support system that fuels her growth and protects her energy. She knows that toxic or shallow relationships drain her, so she cuts those ties without hesitation. That might make her seem selective or even distant sometimes, but it's all about self-care and staying aligned with her values. She's not interested in drama or fake friendships. She wants real connections that help her grow and thrive. Because of this, the people around her are often as extraordinary as she is: strong, independent, and trustworthy. Together, they form a quiet but powerful tribe that uplifts and inspires each other. Being part of a Sigma female circle means being part of something authentic and meaningful. It's a bond that goes beyond surface-level hangouts or casual chats. It's about shared values, deep understanding, and mutual respect. The Sigma female is loyal to her people, but she also expects the same in return. She's not here to be taken for granted or played with. She values honesty and integrity above all else and expects her friends to bring that too. This high standard is part of what makes her circle so special. It's a safe space for authenticity and growth. So, if you ever find yourself lucky enough to be in a Sigma female's close circle, consider yourself truly fortunate. You're not just another friend, you're part of a rare, exclusive group that she has thoughtfully chosen and cherished. And that kind of trust and loyalty, that's priceless. Sigma female's way of choosing her circle shows how much she values herself and her energy. She's not about quantity, she's about creating a life filled with meaningful, trustworthy connections that support her journey. That's the kind of power and wisdom only a Sigma female brings. 4. When life throws curveballs, Sigma female bounces back without making a scene. Life isn't always smooth sailing, and the Sigma female knows that better than most. She's faced challenges and setbacks like anyone else, but the way she handles them sets her apart. Instead of letting problems consume her or blowing up in dramatic ways, she deals with things quietly, steadily, and with incredible resilience. She feels the pain. Sure, nobody is immune to hurt or disappointment, but you won't catch her drowning in drama or playing the victim. The Sigma female understands that life's obstacles are part of the journey, not the end of the road. She faces hardships head-on, but refuses to let them define her or dictate her mood. When something knocks her down, she takes the time she needs to process it internally. She reflects, learns, and adjusts her mindset without broadcasting her struggles for attention or sympathy. This is her strength, handling tough moments with grace and discretion. While others might seek validation or external comfort, she relies on her inner resources to heal and grow. Instead of reacting impulsively or making a scene, she channels her energy into quietly figuring things out. She's a problem solver at heart, using setbacks as fuel to rethink her approach and come up with new strategies. This silent perseverance makes her stronger with every challenge she faces. The Sigma female doesn't rush the healing process, but she doesn't get stuck either. She's patient with herself and trusts that time, combined with her own determination, will lead her back to a better place. Her bounce-back ability is less about flashy comebacks and more about steady, consistent progress. It's about showing up for herself day after day, even when the going gets tough. This resilience is deeply empowering. It proves that strength isn't about loud displays or dramatic gestures, but about quiet endurance and self-belief. People who know the Sigma female might not always see her struggles because she keeps them private, but that doesn't mean they're not real or intense. It means she chooses to handle her pain in a way that honors her dignity and keeps her grounded. This approach also means she avoids unnecessary conflict or attention that comes from publicizing her hardships. She's focused on solutions, not on stirring up drama. Over time, this habit of quietly overcoming difficulties builds a deep well of confidence and wisdom. Each challenge faced and conquered adds to her inner strength, making her even more unshakable. This cycle of facing problems, processing them calmly, and coming back stronger is what shapes the Sigma female into the powerful woman she is. She knows life will keep throwing curveballs, but she's ready. She's practiced the art of resilience and mastered the ability to stay composed and purposeful no matter what happens. and that's seriously inspiring. It's a reminder that you don't need to be loud to be strong. Sometimes the most powerful strength is the kind you don't see, the steady, quiet kind that carries you through storms and lands you in a better place every single time. Quick pause. If you're learning something new or seeing yourself in these traits, don't forget to subscribe. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. All right, let's get back to why Sigma females totally redefine what strength and independence mean. 5. Sigma female is the queen of deep convos, not small talk. She's not here for the typical chit-chat that fills up most social interactions. While others might be caught up gossiping about the latest drama or endlessly scrolling through social media feeds, the Sigma female chooses something completely different. She's all about diving into conversations that actually matter, ones that spark real thought and connect on a deeper level, whether it's discussing philosophy, personal goals, or raw, authentic emotions. She craves meaning in her exchanges. Small talk feels superficial and empty to her. It just doesn't cut it. Sigma female finds no joy in the usual "how's the weather?" or "what's new?" questions. Those surface-level conversations don't challenge her or inspire growth. Instead, she prefers to explore ideas that make her think, question, and expand her perspective. She might talk about what drives people, the meaning of success, or how to navigate life's big challenges. These topics resonate with her because she's constantly searching for purpose and depth. She values conversations that push boundaries and encourage vulnerability. When she talks about real emotions, she's not afraid to get honest and raw. She understands that opening up can be scary, but it's necessary for true connection. That's why she surrounds herself with people who can match her energy and willingness to be authentic. Her conversations are often like journeys, where each word uncovers new layers and insights. She listens deeply, not just waiting for her turn to speak, but truly absorbing what others have to say. This quality makes her a trusted confidant and an incredible friend, because people know they can share their truth without judgment. Unlike many who hide behind small talk to avoid discomfort, the Sigma female embraces discomfort as a path to growth. She knows that meaningful conversations sometimes bring up tough topics, but that's okay. It's where transformation happens. Her preference for deep conversations also means she's selective about her social interactions. She's not interested in wasting time on hollow exchanges or people who don't value authenticity. She prefers smaller, meaningful circles where these conversations can happen naturally and openly. This makes her presence in any social setting stand out. People notice that when she speaks, it's with intention and depth. She brings a calm, thoughtful energy that invites others to slow down and engage more fully. Her ability to steer conversations towards substance instead of fluff is a rare gift. It challenges others to think beyond the surface and connect in ways they might not have before. Being the queen of deep convos also means the Sigma female constantly feeds her own mind and soul. She's an avid learner who seeks out books, podcasts, or discussions that fuel her curiosity. She doesn't settle for easy answers or quick fixes. Instead, she digs in, asking the hard questions and exploring complex ideas. This passion for learning keeps her growing and evolving. At the same time, she balances this intellectual curiosity with emotional awareness. She knows that it's not just about what's in the head, but also what's in the heart. That's why her conversations often weave logic with empathy, reason with feeling. It's this blend that makes her communication so impactful and memorable. So, if you ever find yourself talking with a Sigma female, expect to skip the small talk and jump straight into the stuff that truly matters. She's not interested in wasting time on empty chatter. She's here for connection, growth, and realness. That's her power and her gift. Sixth Sigma female sticks to her values even when it costs her. In a world where it's tempting to bend, change, or hide parts of ourselves just to fit in or get ahead, the Sigma female stands firm. She knows exactly what she believes in, what she will accept, and what she won't tolerate. This strong sense of personal integrity is not just a part of who she is, it's the core of her identity. Sometimes, sticking to her values means making tough choices, She might lose people she once cared about or miss out on opportunities because she refuses to compromise who she truly is. But she understands that losing something because of standing her ground isn't a loss at all. It's a powerful statement of self-respect. The Sigma female is willing to walk away from relationships, jobs, or situations that require her to sacrifice her principles. She doesn't do this lightly or out of stubbornness, but because she knows that true success and happiness come from living authentically. People who respect her will respect her even more for having the courage to be herself, no matter what. This kind of integrity is rare and precious. It's what makes the Sigma female unshakable in the face of pressure or criticism. When others try to persuade her to change or question her decisions, she stands steady, grounded in her beliefs. This inner strength earns her genuine respect from people who recognize the value of authenticity. Her reputation is built on trustworthiness and honesty, qualities that can't be bought or faked. Because she won't compromise her values, the Sigma female becomes a beacon for others who are searching for realness in a world full of pretense. Her example encourages people to be brave enough to live their truth as well. This unwavering commitment to herself is not just about ethics. It's about creating a life where she can be proud of who she is. It's about knowing that at the end of the day, she can look in the mirror and feel peace no matter what the world says. Of course, this path isn't always easy. Standing up for what you believe in often comes with challenges. The Sigma female might face loneliness or criticism from those who don't understand her. She might feel the sting of rejection when others choose convenience over authenticity. But instead of breaking her, these experiences only deepen her resolve. She learns to cherish her own approval over anyone else's. This mindset shifts her focus from pleasing others to honoring herself. It also means she attracts the right kind of people, those who appreciate her for exactly who she is, not who she pretends to be. In the long run, this leads to stronger, more meaningful connections. The Sigma female's values act as her compass, guiding her decisions and actions every step of the way. Whether it's in her career, relationships, or daily choices, she uses her principles to navigate life with confidence and clarity. This consistency gives her a sense of freedom that comes from knowing she's living her truth. Ultimately, the Sigma female's unwillingness to compromise isn't a weakness. It's her superpower. It's what makes her unshakable, respected, and admired. When you meet a Sigma female, you're encountering someone who has mastered the art of being true to herself, no matter what the cost. And that, honestly, is one of the most powerful things anyone can do in life. 7. Sigma female flows with change, but never loses her essence. Change is a constant in life, whether it's switching careers, moving to a new city, or navigating shifting social scenes. For many, change can feel unsettling or like losing a part of themselves. But the Sigma female handles it differently. She adapts fluidly to whatever life throws her way without ever compromising who she truly is at her core. Change doesn't scare her, it energizes her. She sees it as an opportunity for growth, new experiences, and expanding her horizons. Yet, while she embraces transformation, she never wears fake masks or pretends to be someone she's not just to fit in or be accepted. Staying 100% herself is non-negotiable. This balance of flexibility and authenticity is what makes her so unique and resilient. When the Sigma female faces a career switch, she doesn't lose her identity in the process. Whether she's moving from one industry to another or starting something completely new, she carries her values, passions, and principles with her. She adapts her skills and mindset to the new environment, but doesn't change her essence to blend in. Similarly, when she moves cities or even countries, the Sigma female embraces the excitement of a fresh start. She learns the culture, builds new connections, and explores unfamiliar places. But she does this while staying true to her personality and beliefs. She doesn't adopt a different version of herself just because the scenery has changed. Shifting social scenes can be challenging for anyone, but the Sigma female navigates these with grace. Whether she's entering a new group, leaving old friendships behind, or redefining her social circle, she adjusts smoothly without sacrificing her authenticity. She's not interested in wearing masks or playing roles to fit a crowd. Instead, she attracts people who appreciate her for exactly who she is. This genuine self-expression is magnetic and draws in relationships that are real and meaningful. Her refusal to fake it or conform is part of what makes her presence so powerful. People sense her authenticity and are naturally drawn to her steady, honest energy. This consistency between who she is inside and how she shows up outside gives her a deep sense of confidence and freedom. She doesn't have to worry about keeping up appearances or maintaining a facade because she knows who she is. And that's enough. The Sigma female's ability to flow with change while staying herself also requires strong self-awareness. She knows her strengths, weaknesses, values, and boundaries clearly. This self-knowledge acts like an anchor during times of transition, keeping her grounded and centered no matter what shifts happen around her. She's flexible without being lost. It's a rare quality that few master. Most people either resist change or lose themselves in it, but the Sigma female strikes the perfect balance. This mindset means she's always evolving, but never at the expense of her true self. Over time, this practice builds resilience and wisdom. She becomes someone who can handle any upheaval with grace, emerging from every change stronger, clearer, and more authentic than before. In a world that often pressures people to conform or hide who they are, the Sigma female's unwavering commitment to herself is a powerful example. She proves that you can grow, adapt, and thrive without losing your identity or values. That's real strength. So, no fake masks, ever. The Sigma female flows with life's changes like a river carving its path, flexible, persistent, and always true to its source. That's what makes her one of a kind. Before we hit the big reveal, take a moment and comment below. What's the most Sigma thing you see in yourself or someone you admire? I love hearing your stories. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button to join our tribe of unstoppable Sigma females. Now, here's the real kicker about Sigma female DNA. 8. Sigma female leads quietly and inspires effortlessly. Unlike the typical loud leaders who seek the spotlight and crave applause, the Sigma female chooses a different path. She doesn't feel the need to announce her achievements or command attention to prove her worth. Instead, her leadership is subtle, natural, and deeply impactful. People look up to her not because she demands respect, but because she earns it through her actions and presence. Whether she's at work, among friends, or within her family, her calm strength influences those around her without the need for words or grand gestures. This quiet leadership is a powerful form of influence that flows from authenticity and confidence. The Sigma female leads by example. She shows up consistently, does her work with integrity, and carries herself with a steady confidence that others can't help but notice. Her reliability and thoughtfulness create an environment where people feel safe and motivated to be their best. She understands that leadership isn't about control or dominance. It's about guiding others with empathy and clarity. Her ability to listen deeply and respond thoughtfully makes her a natural mentor and role model. People come to her for advice and support because they sense her genuine care and wisdom. In friendships, the Sigma female's leadership shines through her ability to bring calm and perspective. When drama arises or conflicts happen, she doesn't escalate the situation. Instead, she remains composed, offering solutions or simply steadying the group's energy. Her presence alone can diffuse tension and inspire cooperation. Friends respect her for being a grounding force, someone who lifts others up without needing recognition. Within her family, the Sigma female often plays the role of the quiet backbone. She supports her loved ones in practical ways, makes thoughtful decisions, and keeps the peace with grace. Her calm demeanor creates stability that others rely on. She may not always be the loudest voice at the dinner table, but her influence is felt deeply. People admire her strength because it's consistent and dependable, not flashy or unpredictable. What makes the Sigma female's leadership so special is that it's effortless. She doesn't force it or overthink it. It flows naturally from her authenticity and self-assurance. She trusts herself and her values, so she doesn't need external validation to lead. This kind of leadership is sustainable because it's rooted in who she really is, not a role she plays. It also creates genuine connections. People aren't following her out of obligation or fear. They're drawn to her because they respect and believe in her. This inspires loyalty and trust that lasts. The Sigma female also understands the power of silence. She knows that sometimes saying less speaks louder than words. Her quiet confidence commands attention without noise. This ability to influence without dominating conversations or situations is a rare skill that makes her stand out. In today's world, where loudness often gets mistaken for leadership, the Sigma female reminds us that true leaders don't always need to shout. They lead with heart, wisdom, and presence. She shows that you can inspire change and motivate others simply by being steady, genuine, and true to yourself. That's the kind of leadership that transforms lives quietly but powerfully. When you meet a Sigma female, you're encountering someone who doesn't need the spotlight to shine. Her light comes from within, and it naturally draws people toward her. She leads quietly and inspires effortlessly, and that's a rare kind of power.